Today we'll be having a look at Polestar. How did Polestar started and where did Polestar originated? Polestar originated as a racing team which worked on their own cars to help Volvo Racing Division win the Swedish Touring Championship in 1996. Finding success as a racing team and bringing home plenty of wins for themselves and Volvo, Polestar decided to go public with their first real release of their S60 model in 2013. 2014 followed with the release of the Volvo S60 and the Volvo 60 Polestar. Volvo saw this as a great opportunity with long-term potential and outright purchased Polestar to bring them as their own personal performance division we all have grown to know and love over the years. Now at the core of Polestar engineering philosophy is to create the optimally safe, balanced and reliable driving experience through a balance of performance and control. Polestar has succeeded in innovating and manufacturing vehicles that customers have come to love. Another main business process of Polestar is performing engines upgrade on selected Volvo models. Polestar believes that there is always more room for improvements, so they focus on different key features to fine-tune and optimize through different software upgrades. Polestar optimization leads to faster acceleration, faster gear changes, better control, improved reliability, and better engine response. So back in 2019, Polestar themselves released the Polestar 1, and it was the company's first all-electric hybrid car, which met with plenty of praise for the stylish design and performance. The Polestar 1 is actually an incredible car. It's capable of the largest electric range of any plug-in hybrid in existence at a whopping 78 miles. Now the Polestar 1 pushes an incredible 619 horsepower with a 0 to 60 acceleration of 4 seconds, and for any car that's incredible. The Polestar 1 is a Grand Touring coupe based on Volvo's concept coupe. The 600 horsepower electric performance hybrid powertrain promises a 150 kilometers, 93 miles of pure electric range. The company's plan to build a maximum of 500 of these $182,000 cars annually at a new facility in Chengdu, China, which will begin production later in the year. Ascended with the black ash and reconstructed wood decor element, as well as textile surface panels and optional Napa leather. Now the important thing for a lot of customers is that buyers can also customize the interior with a choice of 3 different themes inspired by cities around the globe: Shanghai, Berlin, and London. There are very few car manufacturers who do anything like this, that you can customize the theme of your interior depending on the city you live in or depending on the city of your choice. This is actually something I've never heard of. The Shanghai theme has a white exterior with a dark ash interior and accent of Swedish gold, while the Berlin design features grey on grey inside and out with a dark ash interior detail and gold seatbelts. And probably one of the most exciting is the London interior. On the other hand, offers a barley interior wrapped in a non-nonsense black. According to the company, Polestar 2 is the first electric car to compete in the marketplace with the Tesla Model 3, with the range starting at a guide of 39,000, with the range starting at a guide price of 39,000 euros. Now that's very competitive, especially towards a Tesla, because in the UK, a Tesla Model 3 is actually around 40 grand. I'd like to point out that the Tesla Model 3 actually started at 30 grand in the UK, but the car has been so popular and so high in demand that Tesla simply had to raise the price, and that has not slowed down orders. So for a company like Polestar, taking an approach that they are taking towards the market, similar to what Tesla are doing, pricing their cars similar to Tesla so as they can compete, is actually a very smart decision. And Polestar are slowly starting to become more and more popular in and around in Europe. So some more fascinating things about Polestar 2 is that a 27 module battery pack is integrated into the floor and is contributed to the rigidness of the chassis. In addition to improving the car's road noise vibration harnesses level by 3.7 decibels compared to a typical chassis. So they're actually improving on the interior sound of the car, so you hear less of what's going on outside. Because electric cars are actually really quiet. You can actually hear a lot what's going on outside. So companies such as Polestar and Tesla have been trying to find ways to improve on this. One of Tesla's most popular ways of trying to reduce road noises is actually putting cushions in their tires. Polestar is even changing something as simple as a physical car key by adding new ways of unlocking its vehicle. Now Tesla have been doing something similar. Tesla has been giving customers a card to unlock their car and their cell phones that they can actually unlock their car from. But Polestar, on the other hand, is now in a place of ownership smartphone at the center of digital experience. So Polestar 2 will unlock as soon as the driver touches the door handle. So as long as a registered smartphone device is nearby, while the same piece of pocket technology sets up the vehicle to user preferences, seat height, mirror position, and infotainment system settings are all taken into care. You just get in your car, it customizes itself to your liking, the seat adjusts, the mirrors adjust, the temperature adjusts, the infotainment system changes to your liking, and you just drive off. And it's as if you have two different cars because this car changes at will, depending on who's the registered driver at the time. So a big thing we like to talk about on Monuments is investments. Also, what you've got to understand is that Polestar is actually not a public company yet. They are partly owned by Volvo, and Volvo is a publicly traded company. However, the parent company of both companies, which is Geely, is not a publicly traded company. Geely is private. This does get a little bit complicated because people always ask, how do I invest in a company such as Polestar? Well, one of the best ways to invest in Polestar is by investing in Volvo, because Volvo too are going electric. Volvo themselves actually own a part of Polestar, and Geely owns a part of Polestar. So that's one of the best ways to invest in Polestar at the moment. I'm not a financial advisor, and this is not financial advice. This video is for educational purposes and entertainment. So I've actually got some information on the potential that Polestar could soon be a publicly traded company. I've got some information from the CEO himself. The mid and long term perspective indeed is to be open for stock market and an IPO. This is indeed one track that is absolutely still on and not changed. So since Volvo Cars CEO Håkan Samuelsson said in January 2019 that Polestar could eventually be listed publicly, all of these claims by the CEOs have actually added more fuel to the fire. So it does indeed look that Polestar could be publicly traded eventually in the future. But I think right now they're not necessarily low on funds because they're supported by Volvo and they're supported by Geely. Both companies are incredibly rich. So right now, Polestar is actually focused on making their cars as best that it can be towards their customers' needs. But this was my video on Polestar. I hope you've all enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Do I think that Polestar is a big company for the electric car future? Yes, indeed. Do I think that Polestar as a stock could one day 10x, 20x, 30x? Absolutely. Because I think electric cars are becoming more useful. And if you look at the future for the next 10 to 20 years, a company like Polestar will definitely 10 to 50x in their value. So thank you for watching this video. Subscribe, leave a like, leave a comment, and of course, I will see you in the next video.